People always ask me, so how did you meet Meagan Good? It was on a music video. We were clearing the street to do a shot, and she pulled up right into the middle of the frame when she arrived onto the set. And I was like, can you get out of the frame? And they're like, hey, you know that's Meagan Good. Oops.
Action!
We actually ended up becoming really good friends. And a short time after that, she called me and said, I'm gonna do this music video. And I was like, cool, let's do it. What I love about Meagan is she's solution-based. She always brings that positive vibe and makes it a point to recognize everyone. Meagan's a real collaborator. It's not a competition, it's a creative partnership. She'll explain the story in a way that paints a picture, and she strives to get the best from everyone. And I'm super honored to call her my friend. This is the Creative Spotlight with Meagan Good. I'm really excited, and I headed to the hot and noisy heart of downtown LA to talk with Meagan about her incredible filmmaking journey. Well, hey, here we are.
Hey!
All right, we did it. We finally made it.
We made it.
Gosh, what have we done now? Like a dozen projects, maybe?
I want to say 10 or 11.
It's been a lot.
Yeah, at this point. I was going to say, you've taught me a lot too, because you know, my first gig, I had never directed before. I've actually learned a lot from you, because you know, the first video that we did, that was my first time directing. I had never done it before. I was terrified, and I totally leaned on you and just like had all these questions and didn't know a whole lot about like what lenses were what and what lights did what, and you know, I had a million questions, and you literally just walked me through everything, and I was like, okay, this is, you know, what I want to accomplish. How do you think I can accomplish that? And you're like, okay, you can do this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, and I'm like, okay, what if we do it this way? But what if I wanted to like add this? You're like, we could totally do that. And so that was really the beginning of me directing, was actually you doing a lot of teaching to me, and then me trusting whatever instincts I had, and then you showing me kind of how to implement it, you know.
How did acting transfer or translate to directing? How did that kind of tool was that for you?
The way that it really kind of translated was, you know, with Dijon asking me to direct that first video, when initially I was trying to get a different director, and then I couldn't get that director, and then it ended up being me. And the moment that I did it, I fell so head over heels in love with directing. I love serving the project. I love it not being about me. I love coming with a baseball cap and no makeup on and some sweatpants, and just being able to create and serve like the moment and the actors and what we're trying to accomplish. And I just, it's very, I love it as much as I love acting. Maybe a tiny bit more, only because I'm just in such a different season of life. And you know, it became like a natural transition, and after that I just wanted to do more of it. And then I directed my first film last year, and that was the best experience. I co-starred in it and I co-directed it, and we co-produced it together, me and my friend Tamara Bass, and it just was like an epic experience, because I got to work with such incredible actresses, and I also feel like I speak actor language because of my background. Yeah, it was super, super rewarding.
With a growing list of blockbuster movies, Meagan is just getting started. She knows that what everyone brings to a project is unique, and that trusting your instincts and being humble blazes a trail to success. While success may come with its challenges, we talked about knowing what you want, being open, and always learning.
I felt very intimidated by, there's lenses I still don't know what they are. But
There's
what
plenty
I
don't know.
Right, okay, see?
Oh, yeah.
The thing is, I think as long as you know what you want, you know,
Right.
You come in with an idea, and you know, are intentional about what you want to accomplish, but you're also open, because we never stop learning, as you just said. You've been in the business for over 30 years.
And I started very young like you.
Yeah.
So all of our lives, we both have kind of grew up on movie sets.
Right. And even with that being said, you're still learning. So coming in with an idea, or as Tom Hanks said, you know, a head full of ideas, and being prepared, and then also knowing that even in those moments, sometimes your mind changes, you think of something better or something different, and you're open to collaborating and knowing that, like, you know, Ron might have a better idea than I do, or maybe I have a great idea but Ron has a better execution, or like our execution combined can come up with a great idea we both have in mind. But just being open in that way, and being humble, you know, just knowing that you're never gonna know it all, and that's okay. What you bring to the table is unique.
What I've seen Meagan consistently bring is unique, and she transcends through all things with kindness, collaboration, and action.
Well, we did a workshop, a filmmaking workshop. Can you believe it's been 3 years?
Has it been?
Yeah, and you were kind enough, as you always are, to come down, spend a few hours with the folks there, and I gotta tell you that you made such a big impression on so many people there.
Making big impressions is something that seems to come naturally for Meagan. I didn't tell anyone who the guest speaker was going to be that day, and it was a big surprise for the students when they found out.
Hearing Meagan Good's struggles, I always had like a semblance, but hearing it was kind of validating, because I'm like, okay, there's still ways to go, but at least there is progress. And then for me, not only I'm African American, my parents are from Ghana, and just hearing from someone who gets it and who's been in it, and referencing other people of color, especially women of color, which I feel is more important. There's women and then there's women of color. We have to, there's way more stakes and more challenges for us to push through, and hearing from someone who has gone through it and who actually is now seeing that progress gives me hope that, like, okay, my generation will also be able to push through and see forth, especially being a woman of color. And she's like someone like her, and all the people she referenced, Taraji P. Henson and Viola Davis, they have broken down those barriers that I know, like, okay, I can be the one to knock down more barriers moving forward. So it's nice hearing that it actually is happening.
One of the biggest blessings about filmmaking is meeting incredible people. I asked Meagan what film family is to her.
When you work with certain people and you automatically connect and you have a natural synergy that you don't have to try at, you feel safe, you can be, creative, you can take risks because you know the other person can help hold you up if something goes wrong. And people you just enjoy working with, and you know that when you call on them, the job's gonna get done and you're gonna feel great about it. And it's a safe family atmosphere ultimately. And it's family. Basically family, but in film.
Well, I have to say the future looks very bright for Meagan Good, because she is that shining star that lights up everywhere she goes. I'm sure we'll be talking about the next adventure soon, and I'll look forward to that.